walking around my apartment building. Yeah, and after that, I go home and watching TV. I mean, morning news, and um, I I often go to. I often go out as a weekend with my children. We go to the restaurant and sometimes we shopping together.
Mm-hmm.
And I like masses, massage, massage.
Massage, you mean
Mm,
massage?
yeah, massage.
Of course,
Uh,
massage.
um, yeah.
Yeah.
So there are some activity I do. Uh, I do
Yeah.
for
Okay.
relax.
Like, so tell me about listening to music. So do you normally listen to music, and what kind of music, what type of music can makes you really relax?
Yeah, because yes, my husband and I are usually listening to music when we at home. I mean, after work and come home and listening to music. When we cook, when we relax after dinner, and yes, so um, for me, I like pop and um, pop music and soft rock.
Ah, that's great. Rock and pop music. And let me actually notice something here. There is a point here about the use of adverbs of frequency. You are talking about something in general, maybe your general routines in present time. So you need to use present tense, of course, present simple. So when you use usually, often, never, always, definitely you use base form, present simple. So I usually go shopping. I usually shop. I usually, for example, watch TV. I always listen to music. So you can't make gerund or ing form a verb after adverbs of frequencies. So after always, never, usually, rarely, and sometimes we need to use base form of verb. If you want to use one of these activities, for example, using ing as a noun, so you can add another verb. For example, I normally go shopping or do some shopping, or for example, go walking, but verb should be base form, okay? Not ing, not gerund. Well, and tell me, have you ever thought about gardening? So do you like it?
Yes, I like it, but because we live in flats in build apartment building, so I I have some. I mean, I have some cheese. I mean, I don't remember the was. I mean, North Beach Garden. It's just
Something yard?
some.
You mean yard?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So of
Mm-hmm.
course, every morning, or no, not every, just twice or three times per week. I need to.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so that I think this is the best way to something like motivate you, and of course it's something like give you some better feeling. So I think it's really good. And tell me about meditation.
Meditation.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Sometimes,
So
I mean, early.
yeah, of course. So doing yoga or meditation, none of them.
Yes, in last 2 months, I often get up early, very early, around 4:30 or 5 a.m. to do yoga.
Yeah.
But after that, I feel sleep net. I mean, I feel tired.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mhm.
meditation is good for my health, but I need to sleep more
Yeah, of
because I
course.
cannot go to sleep soon at night. I If I get up so early, I will feel tired
Yeah.
in day. So
During the day, of course. Got
I
it. So
walk or do some sport
yeah.
on as a weekend when I have free time, more free time.
Yeah, of course. That's great. Well, and tell me, do you think surfing the net can be an effective way to relax?
Yes, of course. In fact, in Vietnam, we use internet or we often online very much. But
Yeah.
to me, I try to keep,
Yeah, of
control my
course.
my behavior.
Yeah.
I try
So,
to like to do something in my time, like
yeah.
work after work. I need to take care of my children. I need to cook. I need to learn. I need to
Of
talk
course.
with
So,
friend or yeah. So I surfing the nest, but there's only I think 1 hour per day.
yeah, of course.
Try.
It's great. Yeah, that's really good, of course, because you have an organized life, and of course everything is scheduled in your life. So I think that's really good. So yeah, this is a pattern in life, and that is really good. You don't spend lots of time on surfing the net. Of course, it's not really useful. If you have time, why not? Well, that's great. Okay, now we have some statements here, some sentences, and there are some situations that can make us stressed. So let's rank them from 1 most stressful and 9 least stressful. So let's get started. Which one can be the most stressful situation, and of course, which one can be the least? So from the most to the least. First,
Uh, mm, 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 Yeah, first, to me, I think the most stressful is asking my boss for pay rise.
oh, yeah,
I mean, I it's not it's not it's haven't it's it haven't happened in real life in my life, but I think in my mind it's not easy. It's like how to say, because I think if I work well, if I have if I achieve my goal or our company goal, my boss need to how to say recognize
Recognize, of course.
so they need to recognize and they need to pay right to me. No
Yeah,
need I explain or I asking.
yeah, of course, of course. So this is not the
So
situation that you visit, you faced before, but you think that if you face something like this, of course, it will be really stressful. And okay, so this can be number one. Okay, number two after that.
number two, I think negotiating a very valuable contract.
Of course, can be.
Mm, because it may be uh, not is maybe cannot complete if
Yeah.
we don't negotiate the success.
Yeah, so you think that it's too hard to negotiate a very valuable contract
Yeah.
because, of course, you may get stressed while talking because, you want this position and, of course, maybe you can't get it. So, of course, it can be stressful. And the least stressful, something that you think is not really important. So, it can't make me
Um,
stress.
mm, so the third is meeting important visitor from abroad for the first time. In fact, I feel excited, more stressful, but because from abroad it means I need to use English maybe. So
Yeah,
I think it's it can be
but you
stress.
can, yeah, of course, but you can, yeah, you shouldn't be stressed because you can make
Yeah,
conversation, you can keep it going in English, so why?
it's a conversation with how are you and have you had dinner, lunch, or what do you feel about Vietnam? Blah blah, but not
Yeah,
about
general,
work.
yeah,
Yeah.
general conversation. Okay, which
Correct.
one is more difficult, you think? Making a general conversation, a daily conversation, or no, a conversation related to your work. So which one can be harder or more difficult?
Yeah, of course. Mm, you mean what is more stressful?
More difficult for you. For example, uh, making a daily conversation with someone in English, or no, making a business conversation with someone. Which one is more difficult?
Of course, business English is more difficult
Yeah,
because
really?
because how to say? I mean, in business English, we need to discuss, or sometimes we need to explain, explain or discuss. And I want to express uh, my opinion.
Of course.
Mm,
You
I
feel
mean, good. I mean, I need I need it with the meaning, full meaning,
yeah, of course.
full
So
meaning.
of course.
And sometimes I like words or vocabulary
Yeah.
related to business English. So maybe my full. My opinion cannot express with full meaning,
Yeah. So
or maybe can be not exactly what I thought.
ah,
So I feel
it's
it's
harder.
more difficult.
Yeah.
And daily about conversation about daily routine about or about life. We just chatting or we just talk, and maybe if not uh, if maybe wrong, the meaning is doesn't matter.
But you know that will be actually easier when you want to talk about the specific specific subject, because for example, when you're learning business English, of course if you improve your vocabulary resources, okay, it can be really easy to talk about something related to your business because you have some words and you know how to use them and you have one subject to talk about. But when you're talking about daily conversation, it can be really challenging because maybe you need to talk about something really different that you've never thought about. So
Yeah,
of course it can be a bit challenging.
yeah.
But of course you're right. Daily conversation, making conversation, yeah, it's easier. Well, okay, so, and the last thing, tell me, what do you think is the main cause of stress at work?
The main. Sorry, can you repeat? Because
Yeah,
I
of
try
course.
to put
Yeah,
my
of course.
earphone.
And what do you think is the main cause of stress at work?
The main
The main cause, of course.
at work, right?
Of course, at work.
Uh, I think is um, overload, like um, many things to do with a tight deadline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
and we try to plan uh, schedule to do, but
yeah,
too much thing to do,
yeah, of
and with
course.
the tight deadline is maybe cause of stress.
Yeah, having too much to do, of course. I do agree. Well, let's get started with the listening section. Okay, and listen to the first audio track and fill in the blanks. So, this is an interview. Let's listen to the first part and complete these notes. Just give me moments to type on.
Recording 2.6.
Oh, it's not.
Recording 6.2.
It's not.
5.
Well, we all know that
4.
What is this?
Recording 5.6.
5.6.
Recording 5.2.
2.
Unit 5. Stress. Recording 5.1.
What are the most common causes of stress at work?
Well, usually it's a combination of things rather than one cause. Some combinations are worse than others. For example, a very bad combination is where someone is under a lot of pressure, but they also feel that they have no control and they feel unsupported. That combination can cause severe stress and depression. People in that situation often feel helpless, that nothing they can do will make any difference. And that's a very bad feeling.
Well, so
Again, I think
of
I need.
course, of course.
Unit 5. Stress. Recording 5.1.
What are the most common causes of stress at work?
Well, usually it's a combination of things rather than one cause. Some combinations are worse than others. For example, a very bad combination is where someone is under a lot of pressure, but they also feel that they have no control and they feel unsupported. That combination can cause severe stress and depression. People in that situation often feel helpless, that nothing they can do will make any difference. And that's a very bad feeling.
Yeah, I heard that, but because it's the first time, I don't really understand the meaning of the words. The first word, like the most common cause of stress is usually a combination.
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 Yeah.
Combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ever heard, but I I ever heard, but I don't remember the meaning of word. Yeah,
Yeah,
combine.
combination.
Yeah,
Yeah,
combine.
yeah. It comes. Yeah,
Okay,
of course, it comes from combine.
okay,
Of course,
combine.
mix, combine.
Yes.
Of course.
Mm.
And rather than
Raise rather than cause, right?
one cause, one cause, rather
Yes,
than one cause. Okay. Number
yes.
3.
For example, a very best combination. They have combination here. If where someone is under a lot of pressure. Pressure.
Of course, very good. Pressure. And number 4.
Control.
Yeah, very good. And 5.
And present.
Depression. Of course.
Depression.
Depression. Of course. And the last one.
The last one is any different.
Any difference, because this is noun, so difference. Okay, any difference, of course. Well, let's listen to the second part and answer the question. Okay, just let me play this one.
Recording 5.2.
How do you help companies to deal with stress?
Well, we help in two main ways. Firstly, by investigating causes of stress, what we call stress risk assessment. The idea of this is to identify problem areas and/or groups, hotspots where the risk of stress is high. Secondly, we train managers by raising their awareness of stress and giving them skills to prevent and reduce stress at work.
Well, so what are the two main ways in which an equilibrium helps companies deal with stress?
I heard 2 points. The first one is they will investigating the stress, investigating and identify the problem.
Yeah, of course, yeah, of course, by investigating, yeah, causes of stress, of course. And number two,
Number two is a chain manager, giving them skill to control, to manage.
of course,
Chain manager of company.
of course, train managers by raising the awareness of stress and, help them to prevent and reduce stress at work. Very good. Well, and the next part, the third part of interview. So choose the correct answer. And men or women report less stress. So according to the audio track, we're going to find the correct answer, men or women. Well, just let me ask you another question. Okay, which one do you think are more stressed, men or women?
Mm, I think women.
And why do you think?
Uh, because women, or maybe women in Vietnam, not in Europe or other countries. Because in Vietnam, the woman still the go still have work, but
Yeah.
they also take care of their children too much, and they have some uh, I mean the female problem, like too much emotional than men,
Yeah,
and they something they think too much, like
yeah,
yeah.
of course. So you think they
And
have more responsibilities?
they also cannot to focus on only work. They
Yeah,
they, they I mean they mm, they will be spend time for many things, something
yeah, yeah.
in work environment, but they think about other thing in their
Yeah,
life.
of course. So you mean they should be multidimensional,
Yeah,
so they need to work, they need to think, take care of children, they actually need to do some other responsibility, of course, and take some other responsibilities. So, of course, got it. And I do agree with you. Well, let's listen and check what they say.
Recording 5.3.
Do you think that men and women deal with stress differently?
Yes, I do. Women tend to report more stress. They talk more about their problems. But they usually, in my experience, have better coping strategies. They're better at asking for and getting support, especially from their managers. Men report less stress, in my experience. They don't like to appear vulnerable. The truth is, they are often more vulnerable and have poor coping strategies. Men are not good at getting support when they need it, and they find it difficult to talk to their managers about stress.
Well, Could you find the answers? Oh, your picture's frozen. Yeah, it's okay. So, do you want to listen again?
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
I just focus on the first so I need to hear again.
Of
I need to
course.
listen. Yeah.
Of course. Let's listen again.
Recording 5.3.
Do you think that men and women deal with stress differently?
Yes, I do. Women tend to report more stress. They talk more about their problems. But they usually, in my experience, have better coping strategies. They're better at asking for and getting support, especially from their managers. Men report less stress, in my experience. They don't like to appear vulnerable. The truth is, they are often more vulnerable and have poor coping strategies. Men are not good at getting support when they need it, and they find it difficult to talk to their managers about stress.
Well, so let's check the answers. Just before checking the answer, let's talk about this word. Do you know the meaning? Do you have any idea about the meaning of vulnerable?
No,
It means
but
being weak or sensitive. You know, someone who can get harmed easily. So weak or sensitive can be the definition or the synonym of vulnerable.
yeah.
So,
Um,
one,
I think the first one is women. Women report less stress. Stress.
no, of course, women report more stress. You know,
Yes.
women, yeah, of course. So men report less stress.
Ah, sorry. I just forgot the less.
Yeah, less,
Yeah,
of
because
course.
I heard that the women they tend to report more stress.
Yeah, of
So
course.
I think the women report stress. Yeah, less is mean
Less, of course.
lower.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And
Uh,
two, just this is
two is
women.
woman.
Okay, just
Woman.
let me say plural is men and women. Woman is one. But
Yeah.
women, yeah, of course, this is women.
And the second is women. Women are better asking for and getting
Support,
better as asking. Yeah,
yeah,
I think it's women.
of course, women. And three,
Three men.
okay, yeah, of course, don't like to appear, being sensitive or something like this, or weak. And four,
Woman.
okay, four are in fact often more vulnerable. So men, in fact, often are more vulnerable, but we think that women, but men.
Sorry, can you repeat? I
Four. For men.
four.
Yeah, men. Of course, we think that women are more actually sensitive and they're weaker, maybe more vulnerable, but in fact, men are more vulnerable. They're really sensitive.
Uh, yes, I heard in the conversation. Um, the main one one sentence mentioned about the man is feel um like don't want to
They don't
what
want
is
to
it?
show. They don't want to show that they're sensitive, but they are. Yeah, of course, they don't
Oh,
like to show. You know,
yes,
they want to show they're really strong, but actually
yes.
they're really sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And five.
Fine, I guess. I didn't hear any about the fifth, but I think woman.
Definitely, yes, you're right. Women cope and deal with pressure better. Of course, women. Yeah, we're really strong. Yeah, okay, well, so let's keep going. Now let's talk about these something like items. In your opinion, which of the following apply more to men or women? So, do you think men are better time manager or women?
Woman.
Yeah, of course. So you think, yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So you think women, yeah,
because I think they can do multitask, so
yeah,
they are better time
of
managers.
course, of course. Yeah, yeah, as I know, men can't focus on different things at the same time. You know, for
Yeah.
example, if they're working, just working. If they're playing, just playing. You know, but women can, for example, a mother can talk on the phone, can cook, can take care of children, can clean. So, of course, I think so. Okay, so
Mm,
men or women are less worried about deadlines.
I think men.
Yeah, of course. Men definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. And
because they have too much time
yeah,
than
and
women.
they don't care. I think they don't care. You know,
Yeah, they don't care.
yeah, of course, if, for example, if I meet the deadline, it's okay, no matter, I can solve it. But I think women get stressed,
Mm.
especially when, they're actually close to mid deadline. And, I think it's really stressful situation for women, not men.
Mm.
And which one has more pressure outside work, man or woman?
More pressure outside work. Mm, women.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
And which one, men or women, are less ambitious?
women.
Ah, really? But I'm really ambitious. So there are some exceptions.
Yeah. To me, it is not. To me, I am ambitious person. So,
Yeah, of
but
course.
I
We're talking
know
about, you
most of
know, most
women,
stuff.
most of women are less ambitious.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And
Ah,
worry more about making mistakes.
mm, women.
Women, of course. And of course, six, women pay attention to details. Yeah, definitely women.
Yes.
And seven, which one is better at doing many things at the
At the
same
same
time?
time.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the last one?
Men,
Yeah.
men
So,
or women, I think 50-50 because
yeah, both of them. But,
yeah.
of course.
Mm,
become angry when stressed? Of course, both of them. A bit, men a bit more maybe. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
a bit
Yeah.
more because they can control their emotion.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, okay. This is a really good article, I think, Therese. Slow down. You move too fast.
Mm.
So, oh, that's really interesting. Okay. Tell me, do you prefer slow or fast pace of life? And why? Do you want to have a really normal, maybe slow pace, or no, you think that I need to move faster and faster? So which one?
Uh, I prefer slow. Yeah, because maybe even though I am a ambitious person, but I don't like uh, do uh, doing fast.
Yeah, you don't like.
Because I need to balance
Yeah,
work
you need to keep
and
balance.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
you
need
need
to
to,
keep
keep
balance.
balance and have balance and work between work and life, of course. So
And
slow.
I think if we doing something fast, we often face with mistake.
Of course, we make lots of mistakes. And actually, I think we have a good combination, slow and stable. So I think when you have a slow pace of life, actually your life can be more stable. So
Yeah, more
yeah,
stable.
but of course, being fast is more risky because as you
Mm.
mentioned, yeah, you can make more mistakes. But of course, maybe it can be
Yeah, sometimes in
adventurous.
our life we need to fat.
Yeah, of course, we need to be fast, especially
Yeah.
nowadays that we need to do lots of things at the same time. So of course, so I think we need to be fast and we need to reach our goals very fast, I think.
Yeah.
Well, what can people do to have a good work-life balance?
Oh,
Oh, that is my question, really.
uh, people do to have a good work-life balance. I think they can do many things to have work-life balance, like uh, playing sport, listening music, uh, um, shopping. Yeah, I mean, many activity to activity can um, uh, recover energy,
Yeah,
can have them to uh, avoid stressful.
yeah. And I think
Yeah,
being organized, being
yeah,
organized is the best way to have a good work-life balance, when everything is
yes.
scheduled, when you actually have a pattern in life, and you can actually something like you can have time for everything. So
Mm,
I think being organized is a really good way. And
yeah, organize.
number three, some people say they would like to leave the rat race. What do you think? Okay, so that's really, because we normally stuck in a rat race.
Mm.
So do you have any idea about it?
Mm. Yes, I think they mean they
Okay, let me say, you know, maybe most of us sometimes feel that actually we're stuck in a boring routine and nothing
yeah,
is changed. So this
yeah,
is, we are stuck in a rat race. For example, this is
I
really
know.
unpleasant situation. Okay, for example, I need to do something, go to work. Okay, so, and sometimes we need to leave the rat race. Why?
Yes. Uh, I have some friends. They have stable job. I mean, uh, do it again, again, again. It's a
Yeah.
um, circle round. I mean, it's not. Their work is nothing change, nothing new. It's again, do again, again. I don't mean. I, I don't know the other words, but repeat, repeat the progress,
So
the
you can
process.
say, being stuck in a rat race. This is an idiom. When you're stuck in a rat race, you are doing some things, every day, so
Yeah.
continuously, okay, without any change, and it can be a bit, tiring, boring. For example,
Mm,
every day I wake up at 7 a.m., I go to work, and then I get home, for example, at 8 p.m., something like this. You have a really boring routine, and there is no change, so you are stuck in a rat race. And sometimes
mm,
we need to quiet, we need to leave the rat race, for example, to spend time with family, you know?
mm.
So
Yeah.
you,
So, can we say that being a bit stuck, maybe because they just um, they told me they still love their job and still want stable in their job, but
of course,
sometimes they being a bit stuck in a
yeah,
rat race.
sometimes they
Feel
feel that they're stuck in a rat race, but you can say, irrespective, being stuck in a rat race, I like my job.
respective,
So, of course, so irrespective, it means in spite of.
respective. Oh,
Respective, it means in spite of.
mm,
Yeah,
okay,
or
okay.
despite. Yeah.
Mm,
So you can say
yeah.
something like this. Sometimes I feel that I'm stuck in a rat race sometimes. So you don't say
Mm.
I'm a bit stuck. You don't say
Ah,
sometimes. Sometimes
yeah.
I feel, I'm stuck in a rat race, but of course,
Mm,
I'm really pleased with my job. So I like it.
mm, okay.
Okay, well, so actually, we're going to read this text, but we don't have time to read it. So I need to.
Yeah.
So let's do this part. Okay, the last part, part C. And I skip reading because, there are some words that we need to discuss. So uh, let's do part C and the session. So number one,
Uh,
to,
to uh to make
yeah, to make a presentation, of course.
uh to spend
Of course, spend a week somewhere. And three,
to do
of course, to do
research.
research. And number four,
Uh, to make.
This one is to keep. We normally keep, for example, I keep my afternoons free. It means I don't work in the afternoon. So
Yes.
to keep one's afternoons free. And 5,
To do.
of course, to do yoga. And we
To make steady
progress, of course, to make steady progress, stable progress. Okay, very good. So let's skip this part and tell me, do you have any questions, any issues related to this part, something that you want to ask me?
No about this session. I just feel a bit disappointed about me because I have homework, but I haven't done any.
It's okay. It's okay. I know because it's really hard to time, to find an appropriate time to study. Maybe I know, I understand, but anytime, I don't want to force you to do something. Just I want you to spend time. So don't be disappointed. Okay, just try to spend maybe a bit of time. Okay, you don't need to do it once. For example, just maybe 2 lines. I want to write something. So 2 lines this day, tomorrow I keep going. So you can complete it in 3 days. Okay, so it's better. Of course, it's better, but don't be disappointed. You are in a really good way, and I can see your progress, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
You
welcome, my
motivated
dear.
me.
Okay, have a
Yes.
really good day, and let me stop recording.